Okay guys, so we're here today to see the top 5 keto lies that you've been told, if that's what you're interested in. Okay guys, so why are people so interested in spreading rumors or lies regarding keto? Now, the biggest truth is keto is a fantastic metabolic pathway that makes you a better, more focused, healthier you. Now, I guess it would be people who are either jealous or people who probably don't want you to be super healthy and the best you. So again, there are many reasons why people would spread rumors. Let's get the top 5 underway. So number 1, here we go. You must eat every 2 to 3 hours. So keto often reduces hunger naturally. Many people do well with fewer meals. So listen to your body, not a clock. So this is really simple, guys. If you are sitting there and you're thinking, I must eat all the time, or I must eat every 2 to 3 hours, stop. Or don't believe it. This is the main idea. You should be eating when pretty much, you really should keep a 3 meal a day focus. Some people though will feel full longer, and it's up to you. If you want to lose weight healthily, then 3 meals a day should be the best. You can go to your GP, family doctor, and ask them this. They will confirm, yes, it's best to make sure you eat plenty of fat and protein, not too much protein. Over 200 grams will make gluconeogenesis in your liver, producing glucose, so make sure that's under 200 grams, and eat a decent amount of fat when you're satiated. So once you're satiated, stop. Now, if you really cannot eat, I would say that might be an issue to go speak to the doctor. 1 to 3 meals a day is probably the best, unless you're doing something specific like you want to fast because you want to get into keto extremely quickly, and you understand, fasting is going to be only until lunch or morning, and then you eat, after that. But I would never advocate fasting as a keto method. So fasting may be a great thing for, maybe some type of ceremony or something like that. That's fine. You've got many reasons. If you're Christians, you'll fast usually or have small meals. So at certain times of the day, and that's exactly what you want to understand. So that's completely fine. Humans can do it. On a keto diet though, you could do it as well, and you will lose a phenomenal amount of weight. But I would say do not fast all day. That is a pathway to ruin. Now, here we go. You can understand here that fewer meals equal freedom. It's very simple. Don't eat tons. And to be honest with you, when I'm on keto, I do not feel that I hardly ever feel any type of hunger or cravings, and I eat 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch and dinner. And sometimes, for example, if I've eaten a big dinner late, when I wake up I'm just not hungry, and so I will skip breakfast sometimes simply because I have no hunger. I'll drink my coffee, but usually I will always have breakfast. So it's very rare. So for example, when I eat very late and I had some pork belly, that's so filling that when I woke up in the morning I was like, whoa, I'm not so hungry. Now, do how you feel. But if you start to go, wait a sec, I'm only eating 1 meal a day or 2 meals, I would consult a doctor, because the main idea is it would be that you're not getting enough, obviously, nutrients. I would worry about that. But if you give your body plenty of nutrients, 3 meals a day, your body will be over the moon, but you'll lose tons of weight. So that's the benefit. Now, moving on, guys, to keto line number 2. So here we go. Calories are all that matter. Wrong, right there, off the bat. No. First of all, I always advocate taking supplements. Take your supplements to cover you, and then any additional nutrition and nutrients you get will be beneficial for you. Again, it depends on what you're experiencing. If you have any issues, your doctor is your first point of call, or your GP. Very important. Now, here we go. Calories here. Hormones, satiety, insulin, and food quality matter too. Now, the whole idea there is you have to make sure that everything's being accounted for that makes you function. And the best way I found is supplements. Once you take supplements, okay, daily supplements, you'll find out that everything is conducive and you can avoid keto flu and you can be the best you are. So you're energetic, you can do lots of activity, you can do 1 to 3 hour walks, you can do running on the treadmill for 40 minutes, you can do cycling for 40 minutes, heavy cross-country cycling, and all of these are beneficial for you. Now, 2,000 calories of steak and egg is not the same as 2,000 calories of donuts. So it's the whole idea. When you eat your food, first of all, you'll find it nearly impossible to get up to a normal amount of calories on a keto diet, simply because carbohydrates are not there. And the carbohydrates are unbelievably supplying nearly the mass majority of all your energy on a modern diet. Now, don't forget, a keto diet is a traditional natural diet. The less it's processed, the better. Now, so you can see here, there's an example. Even if you eat 2,000 calories, which that's steak and eggs and avocado, they won't give you 2,000 calories. That would definitely give you 2,000 calories or more for that amount of donuts. Now, you can see here, high nutrients, more satiation, supports hormones, stable blood sugar, versus low nutrients, less satiation, blood sugar spikes, more craving. So it's not how many calories, it's what calories you do. So you must pick your foods carefully on keto as well. Look for all those clean keto, nutrient dense foods, single ingredients, simple as that. Now, when you look at all the processed stuff, yes, you can have some, but be careful. Make sure you either go to, I've done a video with a spectrum, you'll see, stick to the middle and then go that way. Stick away from the far left stuff because it's just insane. Now, very simple and straightforward. Let's look at number 3. Okay, number 3, guys. So, ketones equal fat loss. Now, that is a myth. Ketones are just there as an indicator, and yes, they do work as a rough guide, 100%. And I've used them, and I've seen it for over 25 years. They work amazingly well with urinalysis strips. But there are some things you have to know. So readings aren't always fantastic and constant. You can become so adapted that your readings are light. And at the same time, you have to be careful because some things push you out of ketosis, but you'll be back in within an hour if you go for a walk because you don't have any instant glucose, but you've spiked it somehow with blood sugar. So again, you must know these very well. So ketones don't equal fat loss, but being in a good range of about 1.5 to 3 millimoles for ketones in your urinalysis will usually yield a good fat loss. Now, yes, you can make a good fat loss higher as well, but the point is it doesn't always mean that. So always pay attention. It's the overflow in your urinalysis of the acetone acetate, and that's obviously the main reason. And yes, you have blood ketones to measure, but also you have acetone for your breathalyzer. And again, each have their benefits and downsides. Now, here we go, guys. Number 4. So you need lots of keto snacks. No, you don't need any keto snacks. Right there. Keto snacks are there for your psychology. Some people just get to that point where they're like, I love the taste of that food, I must have it. Well, that's fine, then go for a keto snack. Do not think you have to eat them. They are not there to be eaten, and in fact, there are a few of them on the market that cause trouble to your diet. So be careful. Now, there are lots of ones that are healthy as well and quite conducive for a keto diet, or semi-dirty clean. So there you go. So it depends on which ones you're eating. You can look at my reviews and they will tell you what's come up and how they've impacted on the ketone production. Now, you can see here, many keto bars and treats and snacks can slow progress, 100%. For example, maltitol, xylitol, and sorbitol. They can massively impact and slow down keto production and give you carbs. So, whole foods are often a better choice. They're not often a better choice, they always are a better choice. Now, real progress comes from real food, not packaged promises. This is unfortunately the case as well. Once you get a taste for them, you will usually overeat. I've kicked myself out of ketosis, and it's nearly always been because I've had keto processed products. Now, once it was because it had maltitol in it at a high amount, and at that time I wasn't fully aware, and then when I ate it, it kicked me out of the diet. It's happened to me 3 times actually. And another one was when I had another sweets with maltitol, and it kicked me right out. But you have to go for a run to get yourself back into it, or some type of long walk. And then it happened when I overate the keto snacks. So there you go. Okay, number 5. So Keto isn't sustainable. It is 100% sustainable. And in fact, it's a healthy, sustainable thing that has been proven in mice to extend your life by 14%. Now, if that's the case, and that's a fantastic scientific piece of research, so you can't argue the fact it did extend the life of those mice by 14%. And that's a full keto diet. And if you want to then go, okay, I'm scared of something like senescent cells, well then do a cyclical keto diet, where you do 6 weeks on, you extend as much as you can the life of your cells, then you go off and you get all fresh tons of nutrients, you clean out your system as much as you can, get new cells, and then you go back on it. So there you go. And in fact, that may even increase your life or your longevity more. So let's have a look. Long term is definitely sustainable eating patterns. Sustainable eating patterns, improved health markers, healthy body composition, mental clarity and stability, freedom from food cravings. Okay guys, so short term, quick results and motivation, reducing bloating and water weight, more energy and focus, blood sugar control, and kickstarts healthy habits. So you get benefits short and long term, but also at the same time it's 100% sustainable, and it is awesome for your health. Every health marker improves. You can look at my videos for that. All ones that relate to keto improve, and have a look at them for like cholesterol, a whole range of things. Okay guys, so I hope you liked the video. Thumbs up please guys, and subscribe. Also, any questions, please pop them into the comments. Okay guys, I'll see you on the next one.